This is Judith, the ninth chapter. I'm going to read 11 through 14. It says, For thy power standeth not in multitude, nor thy might in strong men. For thou art a power of the afflicted, and helper of the oppressed, an upholder of the weak, a protector of the forlorn, a savior of them that are without hope. I pray thee, O power of my father, and the power of the inheritance of Israel, Lord of the heavens and earth, creator of the waters, King of every creature, hear thou my prayer, and make my speech and deceit to be their wound and stripe, who have purposed cruel things against thy covenant, in thy hallowed house, and against the top of Sion, and against the house of the possession of thy children, and make every nation and tribe to acknowledge that thou art the power of all power and might, and that there is none other that protecteth the people of Israel but thou. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing this word, the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariel coming at you with another lesson here. Okay, and this lesson is pretty much going into, the protection of the Lord, okay, the ones who the Lord protects, okay, and as you see here, we'll say this is a father bird here, protecting the young ones from the rain, okay, and when these judgments start to rain down upon Babylon the Great, this is how the Lord will be protecting his men, okay. And it says, this is Sirach 34 and 12 through 16. And it says, I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. And whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. And blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord, to whom doth he look, and who is his strength? For the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling, and a help from falling. Okay, and the Lord is always there to protect his men. Okay, no matter what. All right, in these last days and times that we are, coming towards, man, you got to have faith, man. If you don't have faith, then you have nothing. And if you don't have faith and trust in the Lord, then you will get no protection. Okay? So the Lord, will use his wings or cover us with his wings of protection. Okay, in these last days and times. And that's what this picture reminds me of, man. It reminds me of that, and it also reminds me of Isaiah 4 and 1 as well, but I'll get into that later. Okay, this is Psalm 71 and 1 through 5. And it says, In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust, and let me never be put to confusion. And deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thy ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O Yahweh, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope, O Lord Yahweh, thou art my trust from my youth. Okay? And yeah, man, you got to trust in the Lord. If you don't trust in the Lord, like I just said, you have nothing, and you will have no protection, man. Okay? The Lord is a strong habitation, man. Okay? A place where, we can dwell with it. No wickedness or anything can touch us, man. Okay, the Lord is our defense at the end of the day, man. All right, and that's why I thought this picture was powerful, even though I believe it's an AI picture, but it's still powerful, man. If you look at it spiritually, man. Okay, because the scriptures do say, to come unto Yahweh Shai as babes. Okay, not as one that is proud or one that seeks to exalt himself. Okay, but to come as a child, man. Okay, a mentality of a child is humble. Okay, as they get older, that pride seeps in. But a child of a certain age, maybe 1, 2, 3, very humble, very meek. Okay, and that reminds me, this picture reminds me of that as well, man. To remain humble and meek in the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and not to be prideful at all, man, because the Lord hates pride. Many scriptures and many things come to mind when I look, at this picture here. But like I said, I was going to go into it because this also reminds me of how, the men of the Lord will protect, the women and children, all right, and during Jacob's trouble, all the way until we get called up into those chariots, man. Okay, and it says, this is Isaiah 4:1, as we're all familiar with. It says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And this picture also reminds me, of these times that we're coming in as well, man. All right. Picture a father, a far larger bird, if you will, hovering over this bird here, protecting it. And as that big bird protects this bird here, this is the man of the Lord, protecting, the women and children, because it's all it's an order of all things at the end of the day, man. Let's just get that real quick. Okay, in 1 Corinthians, 11th chapter, 2 and 3. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the anointed Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman, is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. Okay? So when the Heavenly Father, gives these brothers, Lord willing, on one of them, spiritual power, and the Lord shows who he's protecting, these are the men that these women are going to be running to, okay? And let's get Isaiah 32 and 1 and 2. And it says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and that wind representing the nuclear destruction. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And this is why, if you women out there don't have a man, pray to the Lord, to bring you a man of the Lord, man, because that's what you're going to need to get through these times that we're coming in, man. And that man of the Lord will pretty much protect you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, just like this bird here is protecting, the little ones, man, if you will. The same type of protection, all right, because the things that are coming really are not going to affect the men of the Lord like that, And this man of the Lord, let's just say this bird is a man of the Lord, it will be protecting you this way, guarding you and protecting you from everything that is thrown in y'all direction, man. Okay? And you'll be protected, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Let's get let's just get this. Psalms 34:7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay? The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. Okay? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? And there's many men out here that don't fear the Lord at all, man. Okay? You got a lot of false prophets out here that preach, they teach, they go out to the highways and byways, but they're preaching and teaching the wrong things and leading their flocks to the slaughter, man. Okay? And they don't really fear the Lord. All right? Because if they did fear him, then they would know, then they would preach the word properly and correctly, man. Okay? But they preach the word to fill their own bellies. All right? And to pretty much glorify themselves. All right? And in that day that's fastly approaching, well, we're gonna have to depend on the Lord, man, 1,000%, even though we do now. But even more so then, Let's get Isaiah 65:11 through 14. And it says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Right? And therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes. And that's what a lot of these false prophets are doing right now. Okay? One of the worst things that can happen is when you come before Yahweh Shai, he tells you he never knew you. Ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. That's one of the scariest things. And I pray I'm not one of those men that have to hear those words, man. Ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit, man. Okay? And this is once again talking about the protection of the Lord, the protection that the Lord is going to give to his men, his faithful men. Okay? His faithful servants. Not those that are, preaching this and preaching that. Not those that are selling everything that's not nailed down. Not those men that are only in this thing for glorification, man, or to be glorified at the end of the day. All right? For the lowly, man. The Lord is here for the lowly, the ones that are humble, man. Okay? These are the men that are going to get protection. Okay? Just like this in that day, man. Let me get this real quick, and I'll probably end it here. And I pray this lesson here is edifying, but I saw this picture and I thought of these scriptures. And this is Job 5:19 through 22. And it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. And this reminds me of Psalms 91 as well, and I bring that out a lot. It's one of my favorite chapters. And it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. And thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, and neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, man. Okay, and this is beautiful. And this is, in this time, okay, the Lord is really going to magnify his power and show, who his chosen are, man. And these are the men that women are going to flock to, man. Okay, because they're going to see that they're getting protection and all these other men are not getting protection. The apostles say, the men of the Lord of that day going to have to beat women off with a stick because there's going to be so many, chasing after the men of the Lord, man. Simply because they know that if they are with them, they will be protected and they'll be able to survive, man. All right? And a lot of women in that day are also going to be denied, if you will, turned away. Okay? But yeah, man, we all hope and pray, for the protection, of the Lord's wings, in these days and times that are coming upon us, man. Because it's not going to be nothing nice, okay? It's going to be very bad, man. And that's pretty much what this picture reminded me of, man. The protection of the Lord, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And I want to say shalom to the next one.